Hey guys, so today you and me are going to do some systems of equations word problems. Everybody's favorite thing, word problems. Right up there with, I don't know, what else do people hate? I'm drawing a blank here. Trying to figure out what people hate worse than word problems. I don't know. Whatever. So, Chelsea and Roberto each sell baked goods for their club's fundraiser. Chelsea sells 13 cookies and 7 brownies and collects a total of $11.75. Roberto sells 10 cookies and 14 brownies and collects a total of $15.50. How much did they charge for the cookies and the brownies? So at the top of this worksheet, I've listed a couple of tips. Decide what your variables will be. That's the first thing. So I made these problems, and I've done hundreds or thousands of word problems, probably tens of thousands of word problems, and so I can immediately tell what's what. But most of the time, you can tell what's what by the numbers. Right? Math's about numbers, at least in Algebra 2, for the most part, and pretty much anywhere that we're talking about numbers, you're probably going to be modeling the numbers somehow. So that's one good tip. All right, and that's definitely true in this problem here. You want to figure out, like when you read the word problem, you want to read it start to finish first. And then you want to figure out what are you being asked. Right? Because word problems always ask you something or multiple things because sometimes they're tricky and they put lots of things in there. But this word problem asks specifically, how much did they charge for cookies and brownies? So you need to tell me the cost of the cookie and the cost of the brownie. Right? That's the whole goal. Tell me the cost of the cookie and the brownie. And to do that, you use these two pieces of information. That Chelsea sold these cookies and these brownies for this money, and Roberto sold these cookies and these brownies for this money. And then you have to figure out how much did they charge for each of them, right? So typically, whenever they associate a number with an object like this, 13 cookies, that is a multiplication, right? 7 brownies, that is multiplication. It's 7 times your variable for cookies, or 7 cookies, or 13 cookies actually, 7 brownies, right? So first things first, decide what your variables will be. So I want to let C be cookies, and I want B to be brownies. This is really important. If you don't let me know what your variables are, what they represent, you are not solving the problem in the context of the actual words, right? So now that we know C is for cookies and B is for brownies, then we want to model this. 13 cookies. So that would be 13 cookies and 7 brownies. And is typically a plus sign. And 7 brownies collects a total of $11.75. Okay, there is one of our equations. The next equation, 10 cookies, 14 brownies, total of $15.50. 10 cookies, 14 brownies, $15.50. And now we solve this system of equations. And you solve it using substitution or elimination, or solve it graphically, though you probably don't want to solve these graphically. The easiest method to solve this one is for elimination, to eliminate the brownie variable. And you do that by multiplying the top equation by a -2, because a -2 times a +7 will give you a -14. And that's what we want, because we want to cancel the variable b, right? That's the whole point. And now when you add the two equations down, right, so we're adding these two equations, then you're going to get a -14 and a +14. Those cancel. And then here you've got 10 minus 26, which is a negative, and that's not the right color, -16c equals -8. And then you divide by -16. Oh no, I'm going to sneeze. Fight it. Fight it. Okay. I won. All right, for now. So C equals 0.5, aka 50 cents. Right? That's how much a cookie is. So we're halfway to solving the problem. How much for the cookies and brownies? So now that we know how much a cookie is, you plug that. Oh man, it's going back. Return to the sneeze. Return to the sneeze. Hang on. Oh my gosh. You will not make me sneeze. All right, we're good. So you gotta fight it. So now that we know what cookies are, you plug that into C on this equation or this equation, and you solve for B. So I'm going to plug it into this one here. So I'm going to plug this in right here. And I'm going to get 10 times 0.5 plus 14b equals 1550. So you get 5 plus 14b equals 1550. Subtract 5, subtract 5. You're going to get 14b equals 1050. That's a 1050. Then divide by 14 and divide by 14, and you get b equals 0.75. So now our brownies are 0.75. They're 75 cents. So we have solved the problem. And I need to write smaller or something. Or something. All right, so moving on. That's that problem solved. Maddie wants to plant some flowers in her yard. Yeah, now that I haven't sneezed, my nose is running, and that is something. Sadly, it's a losing battle. It's a losing battle. You just better hop on that quick with some Kleenexes or something, because, I mean, runny nose is relentless. Give me just 1 second. Yeah, I know. I know when to bow out of a fight, and fighting a runny nose is one of those fights. So, Maddie wants to plant some flowers in her yard. Well, that's nice. She has space for 15 plants. She buys pansies and daisies at her local garden center. Man, this is going to take a while to do. Seven problems? Oh my gosh. All right, we need to move faster. The pansies are each $2.75 and the daisies are each $2. So, how many does she buy if she spends a total of $35.25? Now, breaking down the problem, you need to look for things that could resemble equations. The first one is this one here, space for 15 plants. The types, there are only 2 types of plants that Maddie's going to buy, and they are pansies and daisies. So if she has room for 15 of those plants, then, and we let P equal pansies and D equal daisies, then if you added the pansies plus the daisies, you would get 15 plants. That's all she has room for is 15, right? So that's where that equation comes from. Then we've got another equation. The pansies are $2.75, the daisies are $2. How many does she buy if she spends $35.25? That's another equation. It's your typical money equation. $2.75 for P, $2.75P plus 2D equals $35.25. Now this is another system, and I want to solve it using well, I'll do it elimination. I'll multiply this top equation by -2 to cancel my daisy variable here, and you'll get -2p minus 2d equals -30. Add down. Man, I need to take up less space. Stop writing so large. Oh my gosh, I say that and then I accidentally do this. Okay, let's see here. 2.8, that'll do. Okay, now, man, this color is kind of hard to see, huh? Now my hair is all in my way. God, get out of my face. So, canceling your daisy variable, you get 0.75p equals 5.25. And I'll pull out a calculator for this one. When you divide by 0.75, you get P equals 7. Okay, now that I know that there are 7 pansies in the garden, and then the pansies plus the daisies had to equal 15, and you just plug in 7 right here. And 7 plus 8 is 15. So there are 8 daisies in the yard. So that's how many of each she wishes to buy. There you go. Now, a 1 pound mix consisting of 30% cashews and 70% pistachios sells for $6.25. A 1 pound mix consisting of 80% cashews and 20% pistachios sells for $7.50. How much would a mix consisting of 50% of each nut type sell for? Now, this question is more intricate because it's not asking you flat out, like, how much does a cashew cost and how much does a pistachio cost? It's asking you for what would the bag price be of this special, this special bag. So first you need to figure out how much cashews and pistachios are, and then you need to make another, you need to do what it's asking and make another equation that solves something like this. So this is still your standard equation. Number, variable, total. Number, variable, total. Okay? So the only difference is we have percentages, and percentages are converted to decimals. And so 30% is 0.3, and C, I will let be cashews. And then P, I will let be pistachios. Pistachios. All right. Okay. I promise myself, in the loosest possible terms, that I will stay on topic. All right. It's been a long night so far. All right. What am I doing? I'm already getting off topic. Starting to talk about my night. You guys don't care. So let's see here. Now we need to eliminate one of these variables. Now, I know what I can do to do this. However, I want to tell you a secret. If you are ever confused or indecisive about what to multiply equations by in order to cancel, there is a surefire way to win, to winning town, and here is how you do it. If you want to eliminate, say, the p variable here, all you need to do is take this equation and multiply it by the number in front of this p, and then take this equation and multiply it by the number in front of this p. And the reason for that is because, think of it this way. If you multiply 0.7 times 0.2, think about that in your head. Say that out loud. 0.7 times 0.2. That's what we're going to do, right? And then if we take the second equation and multiply by 0.7, well, what we have is 0.7 times 0.2. Look at that. It's the same exact thing. So, of course, you're going to get the same number. 0.7 times 0.2 is going to be the same as 0.7 times 0.2. It's the magic, right? It's a miracle. So, well, it's not a miracle. It's logic, but, whatever. So, here's the kicker, though. One of these have to be negative. You need to make one of them negative. So you want to make this one negative? Sure, go for it. You want to make this one negative? Go for that. I don't care. So I'm going to make the top one negative because I felt like it. So I'm going to multiply by a negative 0.2. Negative 0.2. And here I'm going to multiply by a positive 0.7. And I'm going to pull out my calculator because, actually, I don't need my calculator. What am I doing? I don't need a calculator for this. Do I? No, I don't think I do. I think that's 0.06. 0.3 times 0.2, 0.3 times 0.2, 0.06. Man, what am I doubting myself for? I am a mathematician. All right, so negative 0.06c. And then here, you're going to have 0.56c. And then here, you're going to have minus 0.14p. And here, you're going to have plus 0.14p. And this is going to equal... Now this one's a lot more complicated. Is it 1.25 maybe? 6.25 times 0.2. Oh, winner, chicken dinner. This one though, man, I can do this in my head. I can do it in my head. Nah, I give up. I could probably do it, but I don't want to sit here looking like an idiot. Not that I care to look like an idiot. I probably look like an idiot all the time in your class. And that was what, 5.25? I just don't want to waste time. 5.25. And remember, this one has a negative because that's a negative. I don't have. Oh my gosh, you can't even see this. All right. This says right below here. It says 0.56. You know what? Whatever. I'll write that right up here. How about this? I'm running out of freaking room. That was not a curse word. I promise. I wouldn't lie to you. You know, I'm a super honest teacher. Super honest and hardworking. 0.5c equals whatever this is. 4? Divide by 0.5 and you get c equals 8. So I know c is 8. That means a 1 pound bag of cashews would cost $8. Now we need to plug that back in. Plug it into one of these equations. I'll plug it in here. So you're going to get point. Let's do that with another color. Hey, I said another color. Thank you very much. Let's do this one. 0.3 times 8 plus 0.7 times p equals 6.25. You're going to get 0.24 plus 0.7 p equals 6.25. Subtract 0.24, 0.7 p equals 6.01. 6.01 divided by 0.7. Are you for kidding me? Are you for kidding me? This seems messed up. Something seems awfully fishy here. Something seems awfully fishy here. What did I screw up? What did I screw up? Something seems fishy. Hmm. 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 We're already at 17 minutes? Are you kidding me? What a waste of my time. All right. Man, and I gave this problem to I gave this to you guys. You know, whatever. I'm just looking with my eyeballs at the problem. Figuring out where I could have gone wrong. Oh, this is what I did wrong. Man, you know, when you do math in your head, everything just falls apart. Yeah, this is not, I'm not even doing this right. God, everything falls apart. This is 1.92. What was I even doing? Don't answer that. 1.92, 1.92. This is not 6.01. Jeez. Louise, wasting so much time. All right, we're gonna kicking it overdrive. All right, I'm gonna just do this and you use it as a key. I'm done explaining myself. I'm done explaining myself to you children. Oh, not 192. God, mouse and keyboard is so much better than this. 1.92. Go. Divide by 0.7. I don't have all night. Are you kidding me with this? Are you kidding me with this? It's another weird number. What has happened here? Why has my life gone so awry? 8. What did I do? I did 8 times 0.24. I'm all frazzled. 8 times 0.3. Jeez. Ah, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Man, I swear. This is 2.4. I knew it. Man, what am I so stupid for? Don't answer that either. Now that had better work. Finally we get something that's not stupid. 3.85 and then 5.5. 3.85 and then p equals 5.5. So now that we know cashews and pistachios, we need to figure out what half of a bag plus half of a bag would cost. So half a bag of these, half a bag of these. So half of 8, so 0.5 times 8 plus 0.5 times 5.5. Figure out what that is. So 0.5 times 8 plus 0.5 times 5.5 equals 675. 675. Boom. Done. All right, there's your answer. Wow, that only took us 8 centuries to do. Next. 21 minutes. I'm going to finish this by 30 minutes, right? I'm going to do it. 1975 at the movie theater. I'm going to book it. Robinson family pays $19.75 at the movie theater. 3 medium popcorn, 4 medium drinks. 3 popcorn plus 4 drinks equals $19.75. This popcorn is P and drink. Drained drink is D, and these are mediums. All right, and there's a decimal here. The family pays $33.50 for 5 popcorn and 7 drinks. How much would it cost for 2 drinks and 2 popcorns? All right, so solve this system. Multiply this by -5 and this by 3. I'm in book it mode. 1975. 1975, everybody's favorite band, Herp Derp. I mean, they're okay. I mean, they're pretty good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think some of their songs are awesome. Now I'm getting off topic. Stop that. Stop distracting me. That's right, you. Stop distracting me. That's right, I'm talking to you. And then that times 3 is 99.5. $100.5. You get, oh my gosh, what a miracle. We get a single drink equals whatever that is. $1.75. That's, man, movie theaters are rip-offs. Rip-offs. You should never buy anything from a movie theater. They always scam you. You get scammed. So now we plug this into here, and you're going to get, man, they really do scam you. I don't think I've ever bought a drink in a movie theater, ever, my entire life. And that's not a lie. And I'm not like saying that just because. I don't think I've ever bought anything at a movie theater. I don't think I bought anything at a movie theater ever. The only time I've ever had things at a movie theater is when somebody else would buy it for me. Because I'm not spending that kind of money. That is honest to goodness truth. 1975 minus 7, which is 1275. Divide that by 3. 425. Oh my goodness. Popcorn for 425. So if that's how much one drink costs and that's how much one popcorn costs, then two drinks plus 2 popcorns equals, right, that times 2 plus 350, $12. Oh my goodness. What a ripoff. All right, I have 5 minutes and 25 seconds. A cell phone company charges extra. It's 9:15 p.m. You know, I used to never do videos this late because I tend to go crazy this late at night because I just like, stop talking. Cell phone company charges an extra when users exceed their included call time and text message. One user paid $3.25 extra, having talked 240 extra minutes and sending 12 additional texts. A second user talked 120 extra minutes and did 150 bonus texts, and it charged $4.50. How much extra would a user be charged for 140 and 200 additional? All right, so we're going to have minutes and texts. Minutes, M is minutes, and T is texts. Man, this is so antiquated. This is such an old school problem. You kids are all about your Snapchats and your Facebooks and your what else are you about? Your who even knows anymore, you know? I'm 26 right now and I'm like out of the loop. I'm getting distracted again. Stop it. You guys are the people to blame here. All right, 240 minutes plus 12 text equals 324. This is a T. This is a T. I don't have enough room. 120 minutes. You guys don't talk on the phone. 150 texts. Jeez Louise. 12 additional texts? 12? This has got to be some kind of typo, right? You know, whatever. I'm rolling with it. All right, so solve using elimination. Multiply this by -2 because 120 times 2 is 240. And you're going to get -240m minus 300t equals -9. I'm adding this equation with this one. These cancel. This gives you -288t equals negative whatever 9 minus 3.24 is. 5.76. Divide that by 288. 2 cents. 2 cents for a text. So a text is 2 cents. Now plug that in. Man. Plug that in right there. And you're going to get 240. I'm running out of time. I'm at 27 minutes. I'm not going to do it. Plus 12 times your t, which is 0.02, equals 324. We can do it. 240m plus, I'm not going to do this in my head. Whoops. I'm going to use a calculator. 0.24. Well, that's easy. 240m equals 3. M equals wow, 0.0125. You're charged a quarter, 1 cent, and then a quarter of a cent. 1 and a quarter of a cent per minute. Man, they really don't value minutes very much, huh? All right, so now, how much are you going to be charged for 140 minutes and 200 texts? So we need 140 of these, so 140 times that number, and 200 times that number, and then add them together. So we need this times 140 plus 0.02 times 200. I'm not going to make it. And now my calculator's over here. 5.75. Come on now. Come on now, we can do it. We can do it. Oh, what am I doing? No, I'm not going to do it. I only have 1 minute. 575. 575. That's our answer. 35% almond, 65% peanut, 575. 75% almond, 25% peanut, 650. I'll set up the equation and solve it using high-level math. Oh! It's just now been discovered that we have 2 more problems. All right, I'm going to set it up. 0.35a plus 0.65p equals 570. 0.75a plus 0.25p equals 650. All right, never mind me. I'm just... What is going on here? What happened? I pressed the wrong button. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, I'm going to do some wizardry magic here and solve this using matrices, which we're going to go over next chapter. 0.35, enter. 0.65, enter. Now, you guys are just going to have to check your work with my answers. This is the magical world of matrices. This is my favorite topic in algebra. It's matrices. They're so awesome. That's not sarcasm, by the way. Honestly, it's not sarcasm. Where's my inverse button? It's somewhere around here. Is this it? No? It's so hard to see. Here it is. Boom. All right, so 7 and 5. So A equals A. Hey now. Hey. What in the... Hey, what's going on here? A equals 7. P equals 5. A is almond. And then we need to figure out what 0.6 times 7 plus 0.4 times 5 is. 6.2. $6.20. That's what you guys should have gotten. All right. Jack and James, not Jack and Jill, buy some small fish, yada, yada, yada. 10 clownfish, 7 goldfish, 28, 25. Oh my gosh, here comes the sneeze again. Sneeze Wars episode 6. Return of the Sneeze. Oh man. All right. We're good. Fight that battle. 10C plus 7G equals 2825. 5C plus 6G equals 1750 or 25. All right, more matrix shenanigans going on here. Don't mind me, I'm just putting in matrices. This is how fast I can solve systems. And if I had an actual calculator instead of using a mouse, oh man, I'm blazing fast at this. This is actually a true story. In college, in my numerical analysis class, one of my, I think it was a 6,000 level class, I was like the go-to person to enter in polynomials and calculators using matrices because I could enter the numbers in super duper duper fast. 195, 125, 195, 125. And we're talking about polynomial strings that are like 50 numbers long. And I'd be like, bam, 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 bam. So this is how much clownfish are. And this is how much goldfish are. Done. Wonderful world of matrices. That's it. That's all we have time for today. That was 33 minutes of my life. Who knows how much of your life you wasted. I'm sorry about that. At least, I'm giving you dedicated days to work on this. See you guys.